Hi guys, I'm back once again with another video of the tournament mode for Empire Warriors. And we'll be playing this map, my hatest map, because it's so hard. And first let's see, let's talk about the runes first. Here are my runes. Yep, and for the runes, I'll be using 2 Agony and 2 Misery for Elowen and Miria, with 2 attack speed as well. And for Arundel, I'll be using the 3 cooldown runes, and the rest is magic resist. And I'll be starting here on wave 64. So it took me several tries to get to wave 75. It's really hard for me for this map. I really hate this map, especially when you're dealing with the little spiders, or the spiderlings as I call them. And on top of that, you also have the flying enemies, which is really annoying, and the dryads as well. So yeah, I really hate this map. Well, to be able to deal with them, you really need Arundel for this map, because he's the only one that has a skill with very low cooldown that can kill the spiderlings easier. Because when you get to higher waves, it's much more difficult to kill them. It will take like 2 to 3 special skills for Arundel to kill them. So you really need to time it. And also for the strategy, I'm using the blue golems, one on top and one at the bottom. Basically, it will help you slow down the enemy a little bit, so that it will be a little bit easier to deal with the enemies, because it's like there's a lot of them at the same time coming out on each wave, so it's very hard too. You really need Arundel. You can't go without Arundel. You can go without Elowen and change her into Aaron. So you can also do that. I see a lot of top players using Miria, Aaron, and Arundel, and they do very well with those heroes. So you really don't need Elowen for this map. I'm just using her because I don't know what to do with Aaron here. Maybe they're using the Immortal Aaron strategy, or maybe they're using the DPS Aaron strategy. So I don't know, because I haven't tried. Maybe I will, and if I get a good result, I'll upload it, so that you guys can see if it will work for you better. Yeah, so I think I really don't have anything much to say about this map, aside from that. So I'm also using the ice tower on top, because it will help with the enemies a little bit. They do compile on I don't know if that's the right word, compile. They tend to pile up on that area, on top, especially on the boss wave. So that's why I used one there. And for the Zilla towers, I have 1 on top and 2 at the bottom, but you can also do 2 on top. If you can see my fire golem beside Maria and Elwyn, you can change that to another. You can change that to another zero tower, and so that you'll have two. It will be a little bit easier, but keep in mind that you'll have a little bit less damage. So it will be harder to kill the enemies, but at the same time you'll have more control over them. So it's up to you guys. Yep, so I think that will be all for this boss round. Just concentrate your Arendelle skill on where the spiderlings are. So if they're at the bottom, put your skill there, and if they're on top, put the skill there. And for Elowen, just try to avoid the dryads and have her concentrate on the flying enemies, because as you can see here, it's a lot. You need to be able to deal with the top and the bottom enemies, and there's a lot of them coming up at the same time. And at the top, there's a dryad, there's the flying enemies, and there's this the big one. What do you call them? The tree one, the triad. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So you see there, this boss is, it's not hard to deal with the boss, because you can freeze her, you can stun her, and you can also slow the boss. So it's a little bit easier when it comes to the boss. The hard part on this map is the waves that has the flying enemies, the waves that ends with 3 and 5. Those are the hardest waves for me, at least, because there's flying enemies on top and flying enemies at the bottom. And the waves that ends on 5, when I say that, I mean like the wave 35, 45, 55, 65, so on and so forth. The flying enemies comes out together at the same time, I mean. So just be ready. So on wave 64, don't ever try to call the waves early, so that you'll have time to position your heroes more. So yeah, well, I think that will be all. I don't have much anything else to offer. I'll see you next week, same time. Monday or Tuesday. I can't promise Monday, because usually I play on Monday and then I try to upload it nighttime my time, but doesn't usually, if I have stuff to do, then I'll be uploading them on Tuesday. So that's it for me for now, and thank you all for watching. And if you're not subscribed, please do, and please like the video if this helped you. If not, then downvote it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so see you next week, guys. Thanks.
my crew.